When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Great to have you with us at Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio, home to the Bowling Green Falcons. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Akron Zips, squaring off with another team from the MAC, the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Falcons will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Akron's offense will get the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Zips will have it 1st and 10. Let's go. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Zips started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Forced out of the pocket. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he got loose. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Zips.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So an 82-yard drive there. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Bowling Green's offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge chest. This is a Has two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll start this drive with a pass. The throw. Right on the money. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Zips are threatening in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Akron.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On third down, he drops the throw. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Firing to the right, complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
It'll be 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Powell. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Zips are moving quickly down the field. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Zips! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Using the quick game. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. Now they'll run the draw. Oh, he's got some space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Because the QB anticipated that curl route so well, he got it to his receiver early against zone coverage. He had space to work with. After he caught the ball, he was able to make a guy miss and move the chains.
And the Zips look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. But a little time lets it go. He's got him. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Zips trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
And the Falcons line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. There he goes! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
To the air on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic with his feet. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. From the gun, running back gets the give. Getting work done on the ground, he's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, Give him the ball. Let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Give to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Falcons racing to the line in a hurry-up. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Caught. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
To the wideout.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Zips. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. And wings it incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They've got the screen set up. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Dwight L. Perry Stadium.
And the Zips will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped and it'll be first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Lowers those pads. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep it.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Akron! PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. Turns it on in midfield. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Falcons just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Roy. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. The Falcons come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback keeper finds some fresh air. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. To the air on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on a football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
And those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Makes the grab past the marker. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the run, it's Powell. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the Zips have it with a first and goal.
29 Philly.
From the gun, looking for a man. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal.
Jackrabbit.
Power ahead. Touchdown, Zips. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And that might be a dagger. They've pushed the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
To the air on second down. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Clay. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got... trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And they can't make the play on third down. The Falcons will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and trying to ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
There's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Trying to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Akron. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now, and like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit low.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man, makes the grab.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They go to the ground, and he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Will try to pin them back with the punt.
To kick it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.